anh em là phong mang số ác ở mấy khử nó gặp ác ở cục sang cái này ác chỉ phải cục sang đó chỉ tôi lấy chỉ phải có chỉ xăm thái sản
Ukhrul Yomi, Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and SRT Government of Nagaland, respected Reverend Dr. Banner Mekin, Chief Operating Officer, TNBC, respected President NAGA Students Federation and his esteemed colleagues, leaders from various walks of life, and ladies and gentlemen. As the narration of our NAGA folktale goes that to commemorate any significant event in life, a stone is being engraved to celebrate and wishes for a better fortune. Likewise, this morning, a monolith stands strong before us to be unveiled and dedicated in commemoration of the 38th General Conference of NAGA Students Federation here at Ukhrul. To christen the act of dedication, may I give time to Reverend Dr. Banner Mekin, Chief Operating Officer, TNBC.
Which is relevant to us today. May the Lord answer you in a day of trouble. May the name of the God of Jacob defend you. May He send you help from sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. May He remember all your offerings and accept your burnt sacrifice. May He grant you according to your heart's desire and fulfill all your purpose. We will rejoice in your salvation, and in the name of our God, we will stand up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions. Some trust in chariots, some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stand upright. Save the Lord. May the King answer when we call. Let's pray. O Lord, our Father in heaven, the maker of and the sustainer of our nation and our people, we have gathered here this morning to dedicate and unveil the monolith of the 30th NSF conference in remembrance of your faithfulness to the Nagas and especially to NSF for the last almost a century today. May this monolith be a reminder that you have made us as a people and you are faithful to your people. May we always remember and have the spirit of love, truth, forgiveness, and solidarity in the generations to come. We're grateful to you today, and we dedicate this monolith to you. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Again for the dedicatory prayer. To do the act of unveiling the monolith with much privilege, I give time to our honored guest, Dr. Ukhrul Yomi, Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and SRT Nagaland. Sir, please.
I, Dr. Ukhrul Yomi, the advisor for school education and SCRT, Government of Nagaland. I take huge privilege to be here in the midst of leaders from all over Nagaland, as well as from Assam, from Arunachal and Manipur, representing the hopes and dreams of Nagas, the students, the federating units. I also thank our Reverend Banner for his crisp prayer dedicating the stone which will be remembered. I also thank the donor of this area, especially Ukhrul, for giving this piece of their heart to honor our people, our journey, and on this great day, the 25th, I hereby dedicate this stone in the greatest glory of our people, in the hopes and the dreams which has been there along with our struggle and along with the days to come. I also honor the leaders of today, especially under the leadership of our organizing chairman, our colleague Pushika Awame, our TKS president. Thank you, Lord, for this great day and good knowledge.
Thank you very much, sir, for the honored act of unveiling the monolith. We believe that this monolith will stand tall to tell about our history, struggles, and success for all times to come.
Muddy road.
No complaint.
No complaint.
Ready, everyone. 알아 저 무능 봐야 돼.
Thank you. I'm listening.
Hello. Our honored guests for the inaugural session of this morning will be arriving soon. So all the delegates who are yet to arrive to the venue are kindly requested to be seated. Please make sure that all your unit delegates are here at the venue. Our honored guest is here already, so as a gesture of respect, can we all welcome him by standing to our feet? Thank you. Dr. Kekrehole Yome, our honored guest for today, is the Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly and Advisor, School Education and SCERT, Government of Nagaland. We are truly honored to have you here, sir, today. Please be seated. Thank you.
Here's a brief background of Ukhrul district. Ukhrul district is one of the hill districts of Manipur inhabited by the Tangkhul Nagas with about a population of 2 lakhs. Ukhrul district has a literacy rate of 81.87% as per the 2011 census. There are more than 250 dialects spoken totally from every Tangkhul villages, and the lingua franca is the Hunpun dialect. Ukhrul town is the headquarters of Ukhrul district, nestled at 5,453 feet above sea level and home to 75,000 plus cheerful indigenous Tangkhul Nagas and other non-locals from all walks of life. Ukhrul is accessible via Imphal by National Highway 150, which is about 84 kilometers from Imphal city. This highway also links Ukhrul with Kohima via Jasami. The routes to reach Ukhrul from Kohima include Kohima to Ukhrul via Tatupi, 153 kilometers, Tatupi to Ukhrul, 115 km, Kohima to Ukhrul via Imphal, 213 km, Imphal to Ukhrul, 84 km, Kohima to Ukhrul via Jasami, 245 km. Jasami to Ukhrul, 116 km. Ukhrul favors a pleasant climate with minimum and maximum degrees of 7 to 10 Celsius to 30 Celsius. The average annual rainfall is 1,763.7 mm. Ukhrul has a wet summer and cold, dry winter. Ukhrul experienced rainfall from the month of April to August. October to March is an ideal time to visit Ukhrul. Ukhrul is popular for its festivities, which has attracted tourists over the years. The chief festivals include Luiru, Seed Sowing Festival, Mangkop, Resting Feast, and Hario, Harvest Festival. Relishing authentic Tangkhul cuisines and showcasing traditional songs and dances forms the main attraction. Ukhrul is also best known for the Shiri lily, which is found in its natural habitat on the peak of Shiri Gashong, some 18 kilometers east of the town, and Kangkui Mangsor Cave, which lies 16 kilometers away. Other places of interest include Pangre, about 22 kilometers, lies the majestic Pangre, Shinja Kachui, and Mova Cave, among many others. That's the brief background of Ukhrul district.
How beautiful, brothers and sisters coming together. It is a great moment coming together to create history. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. How beautiful brothers and sisters coming together. It is a great moment coming together to create history and to progress together. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great moment for every one of us to be gathered in this manner. I give all glory and honor to our Almighty God for this very moment. In spite of the climate, the weather that is against us, we still decide to come together and share our love and joy together. This morning, we are so honored to have our most honored guest, Dr. Ukhrul Hyome, the advisor, School Education and SCRT, Government of Nagaland. He needs no introduction. He is a friend of the NAGA Students Federation. He is an activist. He was an activist before he joined active politics. He is well known for his contribution to the NAGA people as he served the NAGA people's movement for human rights. And he is one amongst the Nagas who have contributed a lot towards asserting the rights of the Naga people. And he is also a man who have been a strong supporter and the backbone of the Naga Students Federation. Sir, we are so honored to have you here on this auspicious occasion. We believe, and as you have been, through this conference, we look forward that you will ignite the young minds of this gathering and encourage all of us. We are also fortunate to have our guest from the Northeast Students Organization led by the chairman, Mr. Samuel Jerwa, a veteran student leader of the Kasi Students Union, and he continues to serve the Northeast students till this day. Thank you, sir, for being with us, and your presence means a lot to us. We are also honored to have our friends from Eastern Nagaland Students Federation, Mr. Chingmak Chang. We are speechless to say that your presence means a lot to the Naga people, and it sends a strong message of Naga's unity and as a people. We also have our friends from the United Naga Council, led by President Angelo Ro and his team, and the Naga Women's Union President and her team, led by Asha Ungnam. We are blessed indeed to have all the dignitaries here. And the conference program of today's, we are so blessed to have Professor Thong, who will be delivering on the theme. And we believe and we look forward that he will give us a meaningful and a thought-provoking message to this gathering. Thank you, sir, for being with us. My respect goes to the President of the Naga Students Federation, the Central Organizing Committee and the local organizing committee, the Tangkhul Tamno Saklong, President and team, for making this event happen today. We had a wonderful evening with our during our introductory session. As I have stated in my opening remarks, in spite of this weather, the boldness, the courage that our Tangkhul Students Union had to face it, we are so honored and blessed, and I'm sure this 38th General Conference would create a history, and we look forward that the weather, the climate, it will give us a sense of memory and to work together as a people. With this short introductory note, I would like to call on the program. To commence our program, I call upon Reverend Dr. Matotmi Vasha, Executive Secretary of TBCA, to come and invoke God's blessing, and after which I hand over the rest of the time to the compeers. Thank you.
Shall we stand together as I lead in prayer? Beloved friends, ladies and gentlemen, we praise the Lord for this beautiful day, a beautiful fellowship of the Nagas coming together from different regions of Nagaland to celebrate the 30th General Conference of the NAGA Students Federation. And we must declare that we are God's people. Our land belongs to God. Therefore, we must praise the Lord and give glory to Him. As we stand here, let us remember the word of God. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people He chose for His inheritance. I repeat, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people He chose for His inheritance. Let us look to God in prayer. Dear God, Heavenly Father, You are the God of Abraham, the God of the Nagas. We are truly grateful for granting us this precious moment when you all come together as one people, one nation, under the theme, Solidarity Beyond Borders. As we are gathered here today, we will magnify Your name in every word and deed. May all our activities bring glory to You and help us promote peace, love, and unity as we build our nation. I, Your servant, dedicate, bless this conference, today's program. May Your kingdom come. For we ask this prayer in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Moving on, we have Sam Kapang Tui, that is welcome note by Worthing Horam, Convenor, Local Organizing Committee.
Thank you, Chairperson, Mr. Ilu Entang, the former General Secretary of NAGA Student Federation, honored guest, Dr. Ukhrul Yomi, the Honorable MLA, and Advisor School Education and NCRT Nagaland. Respected Inaugural Deb, the President Naga Student Federation, Ino Pushika Oami, Convenor Center Organizing Committee, Mr. Samuel Chiwai, Chairman Northeast Student Organization, who was my friend when he was the President of Kashi Student Union, is with us here today. Respected the President, Chimak Chang, the Eastern Naga Student Federation, respected the Vice President of the Naga Hoho, Mr. Samson Rimai, respected the President, Mr. N.G. Lotro, UNC, and also the President of the Naga Women Union, Madam Asha and her colleagues, respected, and also the Professor G.T. Thong, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Nagaland University, and also respected the seniors, the leaders of NSF, the leaders of different levels of Naga social leaders, the church leaders of different denominations. I, on behalf of the local organizing committee, brings greetings and welcome each and every one of you to the inaugural function of the 30th General Conference of the Naga Student Federation 2023 at Ukhrul. For those of us who have come outside the district, let me say welcome to Ukhrul once again. It is indeed a pleasure to see the faces of brothers and sisters rushing home for a family gathering like this. This conference in Ukhrul was scheduled for 2021. However, the pandemic, as we know, had come back, change of venue at the 11th hour. Thank God we are here today, coming together to reaffirm oneness under the theme Solidarity Beyond Borders this year. This is not just about some young people coming together once in a while to discuss the affairs of the day. It is also a statement that the artificial political boundaries imposed on us will not break our oneness. We are saying it is our inherent rights to live together as one family under one political roof. We are proud to be Nagas, and we shall remain thus until the end of time. Our Solidarity Conference program is for 24th till 26th of August 2023. So make yourself at home. Should there be any complaint or suggestion, don't hesitate to contact to the local organizing committee, the guests. We shall also seek the cooperation of all the participants and delegates in making this conference a grand success. I, local organizing committee, may not get this opportunity, but taking this advantage, I also like to extend gratitude to all well-wishers whose contribution has made this conference a grand success. And also, as a LOC, we would also like to appeal to the old delegates, ladies and gentlemen here, because of the weather which has not favored all of us, we seek an apology. Our humble arrangement may not be that convenient for all of you, but we hope and pray that with this small and humble preparation, every one of us who has gathered here will enjoy our humble preparation. And also taking this advantage, as I would also like to mention of way back in 2007, where conference was hosted by Mao Student Union. It was a heavy rain, it was muddy, as I have attended several Naga Student Federation conference. But that conference I can vividly remember because of the weather, the muddy that we have gone through. Like this, I hope that whoever have attended this conference, because of this weather, you will also remember it vividly in the near future. Thank you, Kok Nalem.
Thank you so much, Worting Horam, Convenor, Local Organizing Committee, for the short and heartwarming welcome note. Taking this opportunity, I also would like to acknowledge the presence of Kashi Students' Union officials who came all the way from Meghalaya to join us. Thank you so much for your presence. And now, may I call upon Inovi Pushika Omi, Convenor, Central Organizing Committee, to deliver the Convenor's note.
I would like to thank God for this wonderful moment. Blessed to all the Nagas together here at Tangkhul Nagalong ground to celebrate the 30th General Conference of Naga Student Federation. The President and his esteemed colleagues of NSF, the tribunals, the seniors of NSF, the President and colleagues of the federating units and subordinate bodies, the Chairman Neso and his esteemed colleagues, and other umbrella organization leaders, President and his colleagues of ENSF, and all leaders of Nagas in different capacity, the civil society organizations of Southern Sector, and Naga Hoho. I wish to support, I wish to supplement, and pardon me for not being able to mention all those who have mentioned by our chairperson, my friend Ilu, to save time. My respect and regard to all of you in this General Conference, the 30th General Conference. Despite of all odds, I must congratulate the TKS for hosting this General Conference. In the 76 years of our journey, the record of NSF shows that this is the 3rd General Conference that is taking place here in Ukhrul, Hunpun. We, as a convener, I would like to say that we have faced a lot of odds. Despite of all odds, we could make it. And thank you, all the leaders who stood behind to make it success. The theme of this conference was chosen as Nagas Beyond Border, is to re-energize ourselves, to think and to prepare to march on. And therefore, we are fortunate to have a person like Dr. Ukhrul Yome, who's not only a people's representative, but an educationist, a well-researched, thorough scholar. And the Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor G. Tong, who will be delivering on the theme, Nagas Beyond Border. Nagas today, I'm proud to be called Nagas. I thank God for that. No matter what, the artificial boundary that is demarcated to place the Nagas into different small pieces, we don't recognize that. And we will hear that from our team speakers and our honorary guests. Thank you, Sir Ukhrul Yome, for accepting an invitation to grace this occasion as a special guest.
or honored guest. The rest we will follow, and I just wanted to mark that coming together is the beginning. Reasoning together is for progress, but working together is for success. I feel what Nagas will have tomorrow will determine by what is in our heart today. The present younger generation got to take a reference, advice from seniors and elders. However, working together collectively in solidarity beyond boundaries, leaving aside individual interest, will and can create conducive atmosphere and acceptable future results. Therefore, let us in unison and solidarity work hard, progressive society at this critical juncture. Nagas are at the crossroad. It is the responsibility of intellectual Nagas to stand. We should not allow any factor to go down us. And I believe that by having this conference and having a dignified personalities will enlighten us to take and reach our vision. Thank you all of you. Kugnalim.
Thank you, Inovi Pushika Awomi, for your heartfelt note. Now I give the stage and time to the Central Organizing Committee to take the presentation time. And to do the honors of giving away the presentations, we request the NSF President to be on stage, please. And this will be followed by his presidential address.
Hello, Ukhrul. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I thank God for this wonderful and challenging day given to the Naga Students Federation and the Nagas to have a conference in this manner. Most respected or honored guest, Dr. Kekre Yome, Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and NCRT, Government of Nagaland, Professor G.T. Thong, Pro Vice Chancellor, Nagaland University, Kohima Campus, Myanmar. My respect to Samuel Jawara, the chairman of Northeast Students Organization and also the former president of Khasi Students Union. My friend Chingmak Chan, the president of Eastern Naga Students Federation, a representative from Khasi Students Union, N.G. Lora, President, United Naga Council, Samsung Remai, Vice President, Naga Ho, Asha Wangnam, President, Naga Women Union, the senior leaders of the Naga Students Federation, who are the hearts and mind of the Naga Students Federation, and most importantly, the President and colleagues of the federating units and subordinate bodies of the Naga Students Federation, who are the strength and backbone of the Naga Students Federation. Pushka Aomi, the convener, COC, and his esteemed colleagues. Wortin Horam, convener, LOC, and his esteemed colleagues. And the president of Tangkhul, Katamnao Saklong, TKS. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring warm greetings from the office of the Naga Students Federation on this 30th General Conference of the Naga Students Federation held in Ukhrul under the theme Solidarity Beyond Borders. Before I deliver the presidential note, let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the guests and special invitees who are in our midst, and for which I request the convener of COC to hand over on behalf of the COC as I call out their names. Dr. Kekre Yome, our honored guest. I used to call him a learned politician. We are honored to have you, sir. Please receive our humble token. May I also call upon our team speaker, Professor G.T. Thong, to receive our small token. Sir, please. May I call upon, Samuel Jura, the chairman NISO, to kindly receive our small token. I request the officials of Khasi Students Union to kindly stand on your feet and receive our small token. Khasi Students Union officials. Khasi Students Union officials. Chingmak Cham, the President, Eastern Naga Students Federation. And also I request his esteemed officials to stand on your feet and receive a small token. The officials of ENSF. May I call upon N.G. Laura, President, United Naga Council, to receive a small token. N.G. Laura, President, United Naga Council. I request Ino Samsung Rengmei, the Vice President, Naga Hoho, to receive our small token. May I also call upon Ili Asha Ongnam, the President, Naga Women Union, to kindly receive a small token. I request the entourage of our honored guests to kindly stand on your feet and receive a small token from the COC. The entourage, all the entourage of our honored guests to kindly stand on your feet and receive a small token. Thank you. Thank you, compeers, and thank you, the chairperson of today's inaugural session, Ilu Ndang, for the time. My dear Naga people, we are at the crossroad where all of us seems to know everything, but most of us seems to be confused. Just on 10th of August, considering the prevailing situation in the state of Manipur and having the office issues within our office, we were of the opinion that the 30th General Conference to be shifted in our occupation. However, considering the will and inspiration of the Tangkhul Katamnao and the Tangkhul community, and considering the views and minds of the federating units of the Naga Students Federation, we have resolved to have our General Conference here in Ukhrul. We took just 14 days time to make this event a grand success, for which I want to congratulate the President and colleagues of TKS and the local organizing committee for arranging such a wonderful program, as well as the system in place for all of us to have this General Conference a grand success. On behalf of the Naga Students Federation, we would like to express our sincere thanks, particularly to our honored guest, Dr. Kekre Yome, and all the dignitaries, despite the challenging weather and the rough roads. All of you could make it, which make this 30th General Conference of the Naga Students Federation a grand success. Many great leaders used to proclaim that youth are the nation builders. That youths and the students' communities are the assets of a society. But I wonder today whether Naga youths and student communities are contributing positively towards Naga nation building. I want all of us to reflect ourselves whether we considered ourselves and whether we accommodate one another as one Naga and one people. Through this General Conference, under the theme Solidarity Beyond Borders, I call upon all the persons who are attending the program and all those persons who are attending the session virtually to reflect ourselves whether you considered and accommodate yourself as one Naga and one nation. Despite our differences and challenges, with our team, I appeal to all the civil society organizations, the parent body of the Nagas and the national workers of the Nagas to come together and reason out together to bring an amicable solution which is honorable and acceptable to all the Naga people. The conference of the Naga Students Federation is not just an event to celebrate, but it is a session, it is a conference to reason out together and to solve and bring a solution to any problem. We must all have differences, but through this conference, I, as the president of Naga Students Federation, I appealed to each and every Naga leaders to open our hearts and come together as one nation and one people. Killing and bloodshed will not bring any solution. Taking this opportunity and having the 30th General Conference of the Naga Students Federation and all the Naga people here in Ukhrul, Manipur, we want to appeal to the communities of Metis and Kugis to find a solution and bring peace. On behalf of the Naga Students Federation, once again, we want to sincerely appeal. Having this General Conference itself is a purpose here in Ukhrul. We want to send a message to our neighbors that they have to understand. It is time for our neighbors to understand the historical rights of the Naga people. Therefore, I appeal to all our neighbors to support the cause of the Naga people so that lasting peace will prevail, particularly in the northeastern region. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for your time, and I pray that this General Conference can able to bring Naga people together, and I pray that this General Conference will be a grand success. May God bless the Naga people. May God bless Naga Students Federation for unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Kognalin, thank you.
Thank you, Inaugural, the president of the Naga Students Federation, for your time and the presidential address. Now, I would like to take this privilege to, on behalf of the local organizing committee, to present a gesture of love and appreciation to the following individuals. And to do the presentation, may I kindly request Ino Ramrichan Keshing, the president of the Tangkhul Katamnao Saklong, and also the convener of the local organizing committee, Ino Worting Horam, to please do the honor of doing the presentation. First, we would like to express our gratitude and gesture of love and appreciation to our honored guest, Dr. Ukhrul Yome, the Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and SCERT, Government of Nagaland. And as you give away the presentation, kindly acknowledge that the media fraternity are looking forward for you to face them as well for pictures and videos. Thank you. Next, we have the Vice President of the NAGA Hoho, Ino Samson Rimay. And requesting the crowd to keep uploading in appreciation. Thank you. And now, the convener of the NAGA People's Movement for Human Rights South Sector, Ino Joyson Mazamo. And the president of the NAGA Women Union, Ili Asha Wongnam. The chairperson of today's inaugural session, Ino K. Iloindang, former General Secretary of the NAGA Students Federation. Keep your applause going, crowd. Thank you. The President Chairman of the Northeast Students Organization, Ino Samuel Jora. The officials of the Khasi Students Union. Someone on behalf of the Khasi Students Union officials. Ino Chingmak Chang, the president of the Eastern NAGA Students Federation. Ino NG Lorho, the president of the United NAGA Council. Ino Gawaho Tap, the president of the NAGA Students Federation. And all the executives of the Naga Students Federation, wherever you are on stage, please stand to your feet and receive the token of gesture and love. NSF executives, the Executive Council of the Naga Students Federation, please. Okay. Inovi Pushika Awomi, the convener of the Central Organizing Committee. Reverend Dr. Banner Makhan, the Chief Operating Officer of the Tangkhul, the TNPC, who dedicated the Monolith this morning. If he is not here, someone on behalf of him can kindly receive. The Executive Secretary of the Tangkhul Baptist Churches Association, Reverend Dr. Matotmi Vasha. That will be all for now on behalf of the local organizing committee. Thank you.
In addition, from the Central Organizing Committee, we have some more personalities to be acknowledged. First, we have Secretary General Northeast Students Organization, Siri Michikoyo Yobu. We also have Ijantan Muli, Coordinator, Northeast Student Organization. That's all for the time of acknowledgement. Thank you.
Moving on with the program, we shall now hear a special number from the musical trio Dimapur, Tunglamonguli, Nuhono Savi, and Bubu Secho are three very passionate music instructors and vocal coaches from Dimapur, Nagaland. They are currently working in the following schools: Musica, Shofar Academy, Milestone, RS Music Academy, High Mountain School, Pilgrim, and Livingstone Higher Secondary School, respectively. Teaching is their main priority, but they also love to perform at weddings and concerts. They have also performed for some remarkable people like the Ambanis and also around the world like Korea, China, and Myanmar, representing our country. Now I give the stage to the musical trio for the special number. Please.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello. Test 1 2.
Let's check.
Test 1 2. Can we have reverb on the monitor? Thank you. Test. Good morning, everybody. In spite of the current situation that we're all aware of and the weather, we are so glad to see a lot of people come here to support one another, and I think that in itself is a proof that we are passionate people and that we have the power and the strength and the courage to make a difference and also build bridges within our communities. So this song, we would like to give it to you, we would like to sing for you, and we would like to recite the chorus for you because we thought that it's very patriotic, and I think it will definitely suit the environment and the event today.
So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer, gonna keep on keeping on.
We check.
Test 1 2.
Check.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulder, a bullet in my gun.
Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can, what I can, what I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer, gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards the separated line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I gotta make my mind. And I don't mind if I lose any blood on my way to salvation. And I fight with the strength that I die till I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard, 'cause with it I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried.
Shine stars fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
Ladies and gentlemen, should we give another big round of applause? That was a flawless and captivating song, which I'm sure has left everyone in awe. Thank you so much, the musical trio from Dimapur. We shall now be listening greetings from 3 different organizations: NESO, Northeast Students Organization; ENSF, Eastern NAGA Students Federation; and UNC, United NAGA Council. Sirs, you may each take your time.
The compeers and the chairperson of this inaugural session, Mr. K. Ilu Endang, the honored guest, Dr. Kek Ler Hole Yome, who is the Honorable MLA and Advisor of the School Education and SCRT Government of Nagaland, the President of the NAGA Students Federation, Mr. Kek Wehun Tep, and all the officials of the NSF, the Secretary General of the Northeastern Organization, Mr. Mutsi Khoyo Yobo, the officials from the Khasi Students Union who accompanied together from Shillong to Ukhrul, Dr. G.T. Thong, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Nagaland University, Kohima campus, the seniors and ex-leaders of the NAGA Students Federation who are here in this 30th General Conference of the NSF, the federating units of the NAGA Students Federation, and also the subordinate units, and also the special invitee units have come from different regions, from different parts of Nagaland to be here in Ukhrul district to participate in this 30th General Conference of the NSF. The leaders from various organizations, the president and colleagues of the Eastern Naga Students Federation, the leaders of the United Naga Council, the leaders of the Naga Hoho, and all the dignitaries who are present in the dais, and all the people, ladies and gentlemen, who are present here in this venue for this very special event, the 30th General Conference of the Naga Students
Hello,
Federation.
check.
I bring greetings on behalf of the component organizations of the Northeastern
Hello.
Organization, which comprises of the Khasi Students Union, the All Manipur Students Union, the All Assam Students Union, the Garo Students Union, the Tripura Students Federation, the All Arunachal Pradesh Students Union, and also the Mizo Zarlaipol. Well, it is a privilege, and I'm very glad to be able to attend once again the General Conference of the Naga Students Federation. Personally, as chairman of NESO, I've attended many General Conference of the NSF, but this is the first time that I've attended the General Conference of the NSF outside the state of Nagaland. And I feel very happy to be here, to be present, and be able to deliver a speech and to give greetings on behalf of NESO. I would like to congratulate the local organizing committee led by the convener, Mr. Worthing Horam, and also the host organization, the Tangkhul, Kamatau, Saklong. And in spite of the challenges, in spite of the paucity of time, they've been able to organize this event in a grand and a successful manner. NSF, since its inception in 1947, it's been 76 years now. And 76 years is a very long time to be able to serve, to render a service to the community. And it is very important to recognize the commendable service that the NSF has been rendering. We understand from the past history that NSF, especially in those early years, there was turbulent times in which the leaders and officials of the NSF have to face various hardships and have to make sacrifices for the welfare of the whole of the Naga community. And it's because of the sacrifice and services of the past leaders of the NSF right from 1947 till today. The NSF and the Naga people are still masters of their own land. Leaders will come and go, and today there'll be a change of leadership, but NSF as a river will keep on flowing, will keep on going, not only to look after the welfare of the Naga people, but also
to protect and to promote the welfare of the Naga people and the indigenous peoples of the whole of the northeastern region. The NSF, right from the inception of the NESCC, prior to the NESO, that is the Northeast Students Coordinating Committee, NSF has been playing a major role in forming of the NESCC and also of the Northeast Students Organization right from 1989. And till today, NSF has played a very proactive role in the functioning of the NESO, and NSF is one of the strongest pillars of the Northeast Students Organization. Well, our Northeast region is facing a lot of problems, and the problems might differ from state to state. But our main common problem is the problem of influx of illegal migrants coming from Bangladesh. We have seen the cases, we have seen the situation in the state of Tripura, where the indigenous people of Tripura have become a minority in their own land, where they constitute only about 25% of the total population. The situation in Assam is also not very encouraging, in which 11 districts of the state of Assam, the indigenous peoples of Assam have been reduced to a minority. Well, even in my own home state, we are facing a lot of problems because of the illegal infiltration from Bangladesh. Meghalaya shares around 446 kilometers with Bangladesh. And in Meghalaya, especially in the plain areas of Garo Hills, all those areas have been taken over by the people from Bangladesh illegally. And even though Nagaland and other states like Mizoram, now Manipur, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh are being protected by the provisions of the inner line permit or the ILP. But still, we have to be very alert, we have to be very vigilant, because steadily the silent invasion has started in the state of Nagaland and in the different states of the northeastern region. We have to be very aware of this silent invasion, lest we recognize, we identify the problem when it is too late. And as peoples, indigenous peoples of the northeastern region, we have to be united to fight together against this menace of the illegal infiltration of people from Bangladesh. Well, the theme for this 30th General Conference of the NSF is Solidarity Beyond Borders. Well, it's a very apt theme, and the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Nagaland University will deliver on this theme. But I would just like to share something that as indigenous peoples, right from earlier, right from the olden times, we tend to scatter, to move from one area to the other areas. And we scattered in a vast area. And our Khasi people, they are present not only in Meghalaya, they are present a sizable number in Mizoram, in Manipur, in Assam, and even in Bangladesh. And over a period of time, we are being divided by artificial boundaries. But these artificial boundaries or political boundaries should not prevent us from having the bond, the relationship. In fact, we should strengthen the bond and the relationship, because they are our kith and kin. We are from the same tribe, we are from the same community, and political boundaries should not prevent to have that relationship, that bond, and to strengthen and to look after each other in any kind of hardships or in any kind of difficulties. And lastly, I wish the new collective leadership of the NSF the very best in all the endeavors. And I was told that many aspirants are there to take up the burden of the responsibility of leading the NSF. I would like to call each and every one of you who are the delegates from various federating units, from various subordinate units of the NSF, is to question yourself in the first place, why do you join the NSF? I believe it's because it's your strong belief that through the NSF, who has been working very hard for the welfare of the people, of the welfare of the NAGA people, I believe that you can see that through the NSF, you can carry forward your aspirations, you can protect your community, and also promote the interests of the indigenous peoples of Nagaland and also of the Northeast. This inherent structure has strengthened the NSF, and I believe that the new leadership of NSF will further strengthen the principles, the core principles that the NSF has stood for, has been standing, and will continue to stand for years to come. And I also believe that the new leadership of the NSF will be able to work closely together with the Northeastern organization and all with different component organizations of NESO for the welfare of the people of Nagaland and also of the welfare of the people, of the indigenous peoples of the whole of the Northeastern region. With these few words, I thank you once again for inviting the NESO to this general conference, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I would prefer to face this side. Very good morning to all of you. Very good morning. When I was young, my grandfather would tell me of a story of a Naga. There is one very interesting saying about the Nagas. Even if the rain falls, we will not be soaked. Even if there is a scorching heat, we will not faint. Even if there is a storm, we will not fall. Today, I am not disturbed by these small inconveniences that we are having, that we are facing because of this little rain. But in fact, I'm very happy to see all the Nagas coming together from all the corners to celebrate this conference. And I'm really genuinely very happy to be a part of this program. My respect goes to the compeers, the chairperson of today's program, our honorable guest of honor, Shri Dr. Kekre Yome. My respect to the president, my friend Kehungan Dep, the president of NSF, and all the officials. My respect to the federating units of NSF led by the presidents, the partakers of today's program, my friends from NESO. First of all, I bring warm greetings to all of you from the office of the Eastern Naga Students Federation and the 7 federating units of Eastern Naga Students Federation. I really thank God for this opportunity. I was reminded by my elders, the senior leaders of ENSF, that NSF and ENSF has been working together in so many issues. have been doing a lot of works together. When it is a general cause, a common cause where we need to come together, then we always have been doing it. And even today, when I joined ENSF as the president, I have personally experienced the coordination, the rapport that the ENSF and the NSF have. And I genuinely and I personally would like to thank my friend Kedep, I call him Kedep here, for giving us a lot of opportunities. ENSF, not only this session, but we have been to so many programs organized by NSF. And in all the programs, we were given different insights of the Nagas, and we are really thankful for that. Thank you so much, my friend. Today, we look at our society, the Naga society. I am from the east. Maybe you are from the south, some from the west, some from the north. And when we dig deeper again, there are layers of situations. There are layers of issues in our society. There are layers of demands in the society. And one kind of layer is the domestic issue. And one is the general issue, the common issue. Today, we all know, I think this isn't the right platform to share also, but I being from the Eastern Nagaland, I have my domestic issue. I have my domestic demand. And likewise, I believe all of us, be it the south or north or the east, we all have a domestic demand. But today, we are not here to discuss on the domestic issues. But we are here because we are all Nagas. And we are here because we want to share a common interest, our common goal, our common vision. The other day also I was sharing, the Nagas are placed in so many clusters, maybe for economic development, maybe because of these, the artificial boundaries that we say. Maybe we are divided into so many states also. But all of us, be it the south, the north, the east, or the west, all of us, we have a common obligation for our Naga society. And as youngsters, the reason why I'm facing this side, and as youngsters, as a Naga youngster, as a Naga man and a woman, we need to remind ourselves. Today, we talk about the struggles faced by our forefathers. We talk about the sacrifices that they have done. But what are we doing today? Of course, we are understood, we understand, and it's a fact that the world is going in a very fast pace. Today we talk about artificial intelligence, we talk about satellite, we talk about so many things in this world. But one thing that we need to understand is the roots, the cause, the genuine demand that we have. And I believe taking this advantage, coming together in such a big platform like this, we all need to think about our cause. Today, I want to congratulate all the team. Since it's a greeting, I don't want to take much time also. I want to congratulate all the former teams, and of course, maybe it's too early to say also, because the new president, a change of guard will take place only in the evening. But I want to congratulate the new team. I want to congratulate the old team as well, and we will be looking forward to be working together even in days to come. There is a saying, I happened to come across one sonnet written by Belshevik Shelley, where it says, I'm not reading the whole of the poem, the sonnet, but there are just 2 lines. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty and despair. He was once a king, and he proclaimed himself as the King of Kings in this world. And he even said that no other kings after me will be like me. I am the King of Kings. But that monolith, that stone where he wrote that, where he inscribed that line was fallen. And people from all over the world were stepping onto that stone. We are leaders today, we are young leaders today, and we are the future of the Nagas tomorrow. So I want all of us, even the new team, to be humble, to be consistent, to be diligent in our works. Thank you so much for this time. God bless NSF. God bless all of us. Thank you.
honorable honored guest, Dr. Ukhrul Yome, President NSF, Chairperson, President NISO, President ENSF, dignitaries, organizing committee, NSF official and federating unit leaders, NAGA leaders, and all my beloved brothers and sisters. The United NAGA Council is honored and privileged to bring our warm and happy greetings to the 30th NSF conference here at Ukhrul town, to everyone coming from nook and corner of Nagaland. Since the inception of NSF till today, the NAGA people appreciate every move of the NSF and is always expecting positive outcomes with confidence. As the NSF is the most trusted and vibrant apex student organization of the Nagas. The themes of the conference, Solidarity Beyond Borders, carries in itself the very sentiment and principle of the Naga people. Our political journey should continue in line with the Naga national policy that was laid down by our forefathers and our visionary leaders. Internal differences, contradictions, and disagreements amongst the people has become a global phenomenon that have penetrated our society and much more in our Naga family today. But when it comes to nationhood, no one can deny that Nagas are one people and one nation. And as such, the Nagas can never be divided. My dear Nagas, on the situation of Manipur, concerning the ethnic conflict between the Meiteis and the Kukizo, Naga as a nation hold no grudge against any community and does not lend any hand of favor, but has been working hard by putting every possible effort for the restoration of peace and normalcy between the varying communities. However, due to situation demand, the UNC is constrained to issue a statement at this hour to the notice of everyone about the positions of the Nagas. That the Nagas will never accept any type of political settlement to any community under any circumstances. If our land, identity, history, or political rights are affected. Therefore, it is high time for all of us to keep our spirit alive and never let despair overcome us. NSF should also be courageous, strong, and should work harder in the best interest of the people and go in the right direction and at the right time without any fear, as we all are standing right here behind you.
I wished the conference all the success. Long live NSF. Thank you and good night.
Thank you to all the three speakers, the presidents of NESO, ENSF, and UNC, for your warm greetings. Now we would like to take this moment to acknowledge the tribunals of the NAGA Students Federation and all the seniors of the NAGA Students Federation. Wherever you are seated, may you kindly stand to your feet so that the NAGA Students Federation can acknowledge you. The tribunals of the NAGA Students Federation and all the NAGA Students Federation seniors, wherever you are seated, kindly stand to your feet. The NAGA Students Federation would like to show a gesture of love and appreciation for your presence here today. Can we all give a huge round of applause to all the seniors and tribunals of the NAGA Students Federation? Thank you so much.
Next up, we have a special package. The Tangkhuls of Myanmar. Tangkhul Nagas Myanmar has prepared a cultural item for us. The rich performing arts of Tangkhul folk dance is usually performed during the onset of spring, in the occasion of seed sowing festival. It signifies the vibrant celebration of traditional rituals and propitiating the Creator for Pamber harvest. It also marked the celebration of peace and unity amongst the community, and also took this privilege in showcasing their rich attires through their rich old traditional dance. We, the Nagas, can never forget our roots, our rich culture, our beautiful land, our motherland. Please welcome the Tangkhul Nagas all the way from Myanmar with a loud round of applause. Presenting you the Tangkhul Nagas from Myanmar. Let's give another thunder of applause for them. Thank you. We are the proud Nagas, and we take pride in our identity. Such a mind-blowing cultural dance performance. Thank you so much, Tangkhul from Myanmar, for coming all the way, despite the prevailing situation, to join us in sharing your heart of unity. And we are not done yet. We have a special appearance from a very special person who sponsored all the age-old traditional artifacts decorated on the stage today for this 30th NSF General Conference. He is none other than Ino Ringahau Kangra, aka Ashi Ringahau Kangra. He is 68 years of age from Sihai Kulen, married with 7 children. Having began his collection in 1988, he has a collection of more than 100 artifacts. His collection comprises of vintage artifacts that have handed down for generations and artifacts crafted by himself for his small museum, some of which took him years to complete. His personal museum is created by him in a bid to leave it behind as a reminder of our roots for our younger generations and to show the glorious creation of God. Here's an insight about the sakui, the buffalo skull, which you all could see at the forefront of the stage, the black one. This is an engraved skull of a buffalo crafted from a single pine tree in the year 2000, standing as tall as 8 feet. It was a customary practice to display the heads of buffalo as a sign of wealth, status, and strength. Please welcome Ino Ringahau Horam on the stage. Ringahau Horam. Microphone on the way, no? This will be followed by inaugural speech from the honored guest.
Hello. Hello? Long live the NAGA and higher. Rock Saur. Hello. May the NAGA long live and higher. Haura Aka Sauge. Sek over na karim krisa wina atung son saramati asin song so go very sing so song shiri kasha sing dun song bat gai mong te me tana kalim and long live and higher ho hey. Thank you Kupnarin.
Thank you so much for entertaining us with a very short folk song. Thank you so much, Ino Ringahau Horam. And with this, before the inaugural speech, I would like to call upon Ino S. Kojon, Advisor UNC, former President UNC, to please stand from where you are seated. We have a little gift of appreciation prepared for you. Ino S. Kojon, Advisor UNC, former President UNC.
Up next, we have inaugural speech by our honored guest, Dr. Krekihole Yome, Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and SCERT, Nagaland. Sir, the podium is yours.
Good morning to everyone. The weather has been good. We thank the good Lord for giving us this wonderful day. On this occasion of the 30th General Conference of the NSF, I must say I'm hugely privileged, very delighted to be in your midst as an honored guest. Honorable Chairperson of this session, my friend Ilu Ndang. This morning we went down to dedicate the Monolith. So I would like to honor the presence of Dr. Banner Makan, who prayed for all of us. This morning, Dr. Reverend Matopme Vasha, he prayed for us. Thank you. In our program, we have so many people representing so many organizations, especially the organizing committee, the central organizing committee, as well as the local organizing committee. Thank you for granting me this honor to be in your midst. The outgoing president, you had an excellent team. Thank you for your presidential address. The special numbers, both by across the border as well as by the musical trio, thank you for your excellent presentation. We have solidarity messages coming in from our neighbors, and as appropriate to our theme, Solidarity Beyond Borders. We received excellent messages from the ENSF, the NESO, and the United NAGA Council. Likewise, in our midst also we have solidarity organizations coming from across the states, from across the borders. So I thank the NESO also on behalf of all of us. We also have parent bodies who are here in our midst, like the Naga Women Union represented by Madam Asha Ungnam and her team, the Naga Hoho, the Vice President represented all of us, the UNC represented by NG Loro and the team. We have the Khasi Students Union. Then from the ENSF, who also gave a message, Chingmak and his team. I thought this session is for our Professor G.T. Tong, who is also the team speaker, but it seems his schedule has been changed. The occasion calls for all of us meeting, and also I'm told that the time for election has come to select a new team. So I would like to salute the NSF and the outgoing team, as well as in the evening, you'll have a new team. So I pay my respect to all the federating units who are here. I come from Kohima, Borabosti. I was told that the Angami Students Union, they are not here because for whatever reason, I also do not know. They did not tell me also. So I'm here at least. But if I am to be one of the hosts, if I'm to be a local legislator from Tangkhul, perhaps they will boycott me. Perhaps they will ask me also to resign. I know that our society, we are crying for something which we do not have. We are hoping for something which perhaps is out of our control. I just want to briefly talk about, in Tangkhul we call it Hamen Pai. Bakri ka shet. Saguli ka paikana. We Nagas, we are a small society. We are like Saguli, Bakri ka paikana. We cannot come together. We want to be different from each other, and we are so tiny, and yet perhaps that represents us best. For us, we cannot choose our neighbors. We cannot live in isolation. We have neighbors. We know that changes are inevitable. Changes come to us. Sometimes changes are visible, sometimes radical. And we know that paradigm shifts often take place. Changes sometimes can be violent. Changes sometimes can be smooth. We also know that as people who appreciate diversity, we live in compactness as well as also in diversity. And therefore, we also know that despite our differences, despite our diversity, despite our unwillingness to be together, we as Nagas today, we are at one level, we can proudly say that the word Naga unites us across borders, both international, across states, which we often like to call it as artificial. The naming of Naga is what has unified us, and perhaps it is with this chaos within us that we find order in the name Naga. We also know that the fear of small number is pertinent. We know that we are a small society, a small community, compared to a big nation like India or to a big community society like the Burmese in Myanmar. So we know that a lot of changes have taken place. On October 29, 1947, NSF was formed. That was perhaps India got its independence, free from British rule, and we fear the size and magnitude of being swallowed by India. So the fear of our being small perhaps prompted the formation of NSF, and NSF was founded also as a students' union, but the foundation of NSF, we all are reminded once again, is founded for a political cause. And today, with a lot of unsettling issues, the struggle, perhaps the journey of NSF, not only has changed, it perhaps needs to be driven more, perhaps a lot more need to come. The challenges, we have faced a lot, we have achieved a lot, but perhaps in the days to come, we need to have more affirmation, we need to face more challenges perhaps. And here, starting with this, I would like to briefly mention about a brief history of fear and about ideas. how do ideas shape our interests? I would like to go back to history a little bit. You may remember, some of you may not know, but you will surely have heard Konama. It's a beautiful village, Konama near Kohima. Madam Caroline Thompson Damon, she was from Hampshire inland. She just got married. She knows nothing about Naga Hills. She just faithfully, happily followed her husband. Married life has not been smooth in the jungles. It's barely a year since they met each other. She was the wife of the late G.H. Daman, the second Deputy Commissioner to Naga Hills. People mention about G.H. Daman. They say that he is a maverick. The 33-year-old second DC to Naga Hills. On the morning of 16 October 1879, he was standing in front of Konama Gate. 14 October. It's something like this. It was misty. Then suddenly, a gun holded by Zakeshilia, age 25. He fired the gun and G.H. Daman fell dead. In the entire history of British Empire, killing the Deputy Commissioner was unheard. It is like challenging the empire. Poor Nagas, they do not know the significance of, and of all people, they decided, or accidentally or out of anger, kill the Deputy Commissioner of Naga Hills. So the entire British Empire was spun into action. It went into a shockwave, and therefore, true to its nature, the British Empire decided to punish the Nagas for once and for all. So they started preparing war. And when they decided to wage war on and punish the Nagas, it did not come softly, gently. Around this time, the so-called British Empire in the east, it includes Bihar, present-day West Bengal, it includes the entire, what do we call, Bangladesh also, and parts of Myanmar. When the siege took place, they organized a huge army. Around this time, the entire so-called Northeast was controlled by 4,797 British personnel, and it has 38 British officers. So when they decided to come to Konoma, they came with a force, and by 27 March 1880, when Konoma finally surrendered, the number of soldiers in and around Kohima in Naga Hills, it was nearly 1/3 of what the British Empire was having to control the Northeast. The significance of the British is another thing. What is important is that when the British started the war, they learned guerrilla warfare, and henceforth, guerrilla warfare started from the Naga Hills. Then, duck runners were ambushed. Therefore, soldiers for duck runners, bodyguards for duck runners was introduced in the British Empire for the first time through the Naga Hills, through the so-called Konoma War, or you can call it as the so-called Naga-Anglo War. The war changed many things, but what is important is that the war took place in Konoma only for one night. What the Naga warriors did is that they fled up towards what is called Chaka Fort on the foothills of Mount Jaffa. Guerrilla warfare continued for 3 months, 4 months, and the British could not catch hold of these Naga warriors who are waging hit and run on their soldiers, who are doing hit and run, going as far as Silchar and doing attacks on British interests. The British waited. What the British know is that a Naga warrior, however brave, ultimately has to surrender. And what is that? They know that sowing season is coming. Even if you are a brave warrior, you are a farmer first. You need to feed your stomach first, and only after that, you are a warrior. So the British were calculating that the sowing season is coming. How can these warriors not do sowing season? How can they not do farming for 1 year and wage war against their empire? And through their calculation, the brave warriors came down and surrendered. So what we have is food security was truly important to our ancestors. And today, we have so many fears. The fear of stranger, like an ancient fear, was very much within us. Food security, the fear of not having enough for the family is another thing. The fear of so small numbers, the fear of large numbers, fear embodies us. Just recently, we had all kinds of fears in the form of coronavirus. As a people without written history, we will not be able to document how our ancient ancestors, how were their fears narrated. When the white men first crossed Naga Hills, it was a huge number that did not come from Dimapur to Imphal side. They went all the way from Silchar through the Jiripam Barak Valley. They came up to Imphal. Then they tied up with the the Manipuri king. So when they came down to Kohima, it was a band of 700 musketeers, 800 coolies, about 1,500, all armed to the teeth, crossing the Angami country. Definitely, to see a complete set of strangers in 1832, that really created what we call panic. Our NESO president, he highlighted about the fear of immigrants, the fear of others, the fear of non-indigenous people taking over. I come back to Madam Caroline. She was married for barely 12 months. Her husband was killed. There was no time to mourn. The warriors collecting from different villages, from different tribes, they decided to finish off the British Empire in India. Their first attack was on the Kohima garrison. This is before the British could organize themselves to fight the Konoma War. We all know that G.H. Daman was killed, beheaded. I'm sorry to say this. They never found his head. The torso was only found on the morning of, on the morning of November 30, Caroline Thompson Daman left Naga Hills forever without even seeing the last remains of her husband. The head was finally surrendered after she left Naga Hills. She only had to contend burying the torso, and she left accompanied by 50 riflemen, never to return to Naga Hills. The Nagas, we today, we have globally exported ourselves with many nice things. The world has also known us for many good things. It has also known us for many different reasons. Today, we ask ourselves, why cannot we as a people export ourselves? And for that, we need to work more. We need to, but constantly within our mates, despite the creativity which we come out with, fear embodies us. The largest fear which was universal with all post-colonial societies, which became the epitome of political theory, became the issues of all developing societies across the world, is the 706-word memorandum which was presented to Simon Commission when the Simon Commission visited Naga Hills in 1929. Fear, they say, is another name we gave to ourselves for defenselessness. Are we so defenseless? Are we not in a position to defend? We know that all anxieties and fears of 20th century are embodied in the Simon Commission. We are a small people. It talks about our poor country. It talks about we have no unity amongst us. It talks about our small population. It talks about the politics of our differences, language, which also keeps us different from each other. It talks about we fear the introduction of foreign laws and customs to supersede our own customary law, which we now enjoy. And so, it reflects not only a fear which Nagas were fearing, but this fear was universal to all developing societies all across the world. The fear of other, the fear of others. And today we can say that we are a proud society. Proud for what? Proud for many things. And for that today we must remember how ideas are driving us. Because as I said in the beginning, changes are inevitable. Changes will come. We have patriotism. People just following the stars. Walk all the way to China. What for? To get training, arms, and come back and fight India. Today, I seriously doubt whether the younger generation, even if you give them first class, business class ticket, whether they will go and get training and come back and do the same thing. So I said generation gap exists. Ideas cannot remain static. Patriotism is another thing. Nationalism is another thing. We need to understand all these gaps. We know that along with many changes which are taking place, along with many changes which are adapting to changes, one of the elements is in an era of globalization, the market and the consumer-driven element is definitely changing us. To see that, we see socio-economic hegemonization. We talk about Koreanization of Nagas. We talk about priestly presence in our midst. And so, today we see that ideas are also changing. I will want to ask some questions, problematize some questions. How has the idea of nationalism shaped the modernity of Nagas, and whether there is a continuity or discontinuity, or there is a historical progression to this? Secondly, whether it is the idea that have shaped or have been shaping the interests of the Naga people, or whether it is the people that are currently shaping the interest of the idea. Thirdly, whether the history of ideas and political moments that traditionally gave momentum to Naga modernity, is it relevant as a popular culture, or is it very much visible in our everyday politics? Denny Roderick, an economist, talks about three ways through which ideas shape interests. First, ideas determine how political elite define themselves and the objectives they pursue. How they choose to act. Is it because of money? Is it because of honor? Is it because of status? Is it because of longevity to hold power? Or is it simply because you want to have a place, a name in history? Secondly, how ideas shape interests. Ideas determine how political actors' views about how the world works. We must understand how the world is working, or is it our ideas, our strategies, is it going according to that, or is it not? Thirdly, ideas determine the strategies that political actors believe they can pursue. Ideas determine the strategies the political actors believe they can pursue. Today, I, as a younger generation, as not so young, but as somebody who has the aspiration of the younger generation, our ideas may be in conflict with many of the thoughts. We know that political theory lacks a sense of territory. Likewise, territory lacks a political theory. Today, people, land, culture are united. That is what defines our identity. If you do not have land, you do not have an identity. Your identity is a transaction with land. In the beginning, I said I belong to Kohima village, Boraposti, many people call it. We have opened our doors for all Nagas to come and make that as a capital. It's a capital not by our choice. We never said, come Nagas, make this as your home, make this as your capital. Through circumstances of history, we talk about the British. Kohima was chosen to be the capital, and circumstantially, it happened to be the capital even till today. My village faced a lot of pressure which many of you will not understand. Your understanding of this pressure will also be, perhaps you may not be able to understand it fully. The first is, in my village, there is a lot of land pressure. When I say land and identity is important, a lot of my people, a lot of my villagers still owe land. But many people, they do not have land. They do not have their ancestral property anymore. So how can you say that you are a Kohima villager when you do not have land to your name anymore? So likewise, today our struggles are many. We are fighting in our own ways. Collectively, we have our own memory. Individually, our memories are shattered. We have our own aspirations. Some can be collectively, we can collectively come to an agreement. Some we have to pursue. Not only that, our fears, some we need to fight collectively. Some of our fears can be localized, need to be localized. Perhaps my village fears is something which we need to discuss at the village level. This we cannot bring it to the Naga national, to the Naga society level. Likewise, today, I know even if we do not speak, many of our issues can be localized. We put our local issues in front of what we need to collectively put together. There are things we heard about the old tale of Aesop. It's easy to break a stick, but when a stick is all gathered, when all these individual sticks are put in the form of a bundle, it is impossible to break it. I bring greetings also from my Chief Minister, Srini Purio. I told him that I'm coming for this. He extends his warm greetings to all of you. He also expressed some of the social unrest which is expressing in our neighborhood. It also calls for us to, in an uninhabited manner, for us to also at times not only condemn, but at times try to understate in the form of even coming out with a statement perhaps, or even in the form of mediation. When neighbors fight, a third party is involved. We know the role of our brave women in traditional Naga society, how they intervene when their menfolk are fighting. So it is important for us to adapt to changes which are happening around us. It is also important to understand the ideas which are floating around us. Likewise, how we have feared, it is important for us to re-evaluate our fears because our hope stems from our fears. We work collectively because we are faced with a common enemy. But again, fear can be interpreted. It is important today that we understand what needs to be collectively addressed, and we also need to understand what needs to be regionally, individually addressed. Today, the Naga family, as I said in the beginning, Haman Pai, the Bakri, the shed of Bakri, of God. We are small people. We want to be individuals. We want to show that we are different from each other. Today, we have in our midst a new proposal coming in the form of frontier state. If we want to divide our family further, We are not opposed to anything. Let us divide ourselves. Let us refine our division till our individual unit. Even within my tribe, if you want to divide, you can divide it to Southern Angami, Eastern Angami, North, what do we call? Within that also, if you want to divide further, you can divide it into this village, this village. So today we are faced with our inability to also recognize and appreciate each other's individuality. I think this is important. We know that much to our make-believe thinking that we are united, we are one. We are not only divided, we all possess our own separate individuality. Today our aspiration is that we as one, we come under the banner of NAGA. NAGA unites us. If you look at our neighbor, the Kuki, Zomi, Tadao, unlike us, the British did not give them a unifying name. So if we are to unify their tribe, you have to call it as a Zhao, Tadao, Kuki, Chin. We have to conglomerate. So perhaps today we are talking about Nagas. But if the word Naga rose by any name, we'll call it, smell the same. If we do not have what we call Naga, perhaps today we will be calling each other as Southern, Central, Eastern, Tenyemie, Naga. Right? Something like that. So today our greatest strength is that we do not need to worry about our identity. Our identity is impeccably very strong. We also must be proud all over the world. Indigenous people, they have problems. Problems, what for? Because they do not have land rights. Today, as a small people, as a small nation, we, along with the rest of our indigenous peoples across the world, we are a class much, much ahead of them because Nagas today still owe our land. Our lands have not been defranchised from us, unlike some of the richer indigenous people or the more developed indigenous people across the world. So today, let us begin from where our strength is. Our identity is impeccable. We need to understand our differences, that within, under the umbrella of NAGA, we are different from each other. I, as a student of system knowledge, we know that in catastrophe theory, when there is chaos, when there is total anarchy, there is still an order in chaos. There is still an order in disorder. So today, the Naga home perhaps outwardly looks like in total chaos, in total disorder, but there is always a harmony. You go by the seaside, listen to the waves of the sea. It comes as a splash. You listen minutely to all the noises. It is a collection of so many noises that makes the sea splash, the waves come about. So today, for us to make the wave bigger, stronger, louder, we must review ourselves, and today, for us to walk ahead, appropriate to our theme, Solidarity Beyond Borders, we have understood who we are. I think it is important for us to also understand who our neighbors are. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ukhrul Yome, Honorable MLA and Advisor, School Education and SCRT Nagaland, for endowing us with your wisdom and provoking the young minds who are the torchbearers of tomorrow. As our conference theme shined, Solidarity Beyond Borders, let us continue to impress upon the spirit of oneness as we march forward to establish our historical rights.
A very happy announcement. Sir Tongpang Ozukum, former President NSF and currently Honorable MLA and Advisor Water Resources, Government of Nagaland, has donated rupees 50,000 to LOC. Shall we all give a big round of applause for that? And may we have more donors like this.
Moving on, Guru Rabin Mahasingya is a self-taught folk musician from Manipur. He composed original songs to the world on social issues, love, lives, and reviving folk music. He had traveled abroad and performed in many countries, including China, Korea, Thailand, and many more. The name Guru was entitled by NEZCC, after which the window was break in awarding such entitlement in the nation. The man who teach ideas and philosophy through music, presenting to you the Padma Shri awardee, Guru Rabin Mahasingya.
Hi, folk. Good evening. I'm so glad to be here. Today is a very, very beautiful day for me. I remember the past. This is the second time TKS hosts the NSF General Conference. February 2 to 6, 1993, the TKS has hosted full-length conference, celebrate same playground. That times I was not so young, not so old. Very strong time. And I remember the elders, I remember Artex and Amazon Pam, that time Chendelson, Vashum is there, and so many NSF leaders are there at that time. That time I just play a country guitar. And I composed one song called Trust Yourself. So today, after 30th NSF General Conference happening here, so I'm standing here again, so I have to present this song. So this is very good story for me. Really thanks the NSF and then all the units from NSF. This song is the first music country, NAGA countries. English lyrics and folk music we blend together. So this is possible. So I just prove it's possible to sing a song with English lyrics and NAGA folk music. Okay, here goes. Trust yourself to do the things that only you know best. Trust yourself to do what's right and not be second guessed down. Trust me to show you beauty where beauty may only turn to rust, turn to rust. If you need somebody you can trust
trust yourself. Trust yourself to know the way that will prove true in the end. Trust yourself to find a path where there is no if and when. Down. Trust me to show you the truth, and the truth may only be ashes, hey, and time. Yeah, while you are on your own, you always were in a land of wolf and thief. Don't put your hope on godly man, or be a slave to what somebody else believes. Oh. And you won't be disappointed when people let you down. And look not for answer where no answer can be found. Down. Trust me to show you my love when my love may be only lust, only lust. And you won't be disappointed when people let you down. And look not for answer where no answer can be found. Down. Trust me to show you my love when my love may be only lust, only lust. If you want somebody you can trust, trust yourself. If you want somebody you can trust, trust yourself. Thank you.
What a moment to witness the globally recognized legendary singer. Like I'm a big fan of yours, there are many more here who appreciate and admire the gift of yours to our Nagas. It is our prayer that you live many more healthy years and keep our folk music in living. Thank you, Guru, for the spotlight.
From the time we arrived here, we have been hearing a lot about the theme for the 30th General Conference of the Naga Students Federation, which is Solidarity Beyond Borders. So now we will hear the team speaker decode and interpret the theme of the 30th NSF General Conference, Solidarity Beyond Borders. And before we call him to the stage, shall we all stand up and do some stretching? Let's all stand up once. Everybody down there also. I know it's very uncomfortable down there, and I'm so proud of each one of you there for sitting and bearing with the inconveniences. We are sitting here comfortably and looking at you, but please don't feel unfair that you are down there. We are grateful for the sacrifice you are bringing to this conference. Thank you so much. If we are done with the stretching, let's sit down. Thank you. The theme speaker for today and for the theme Solidarity Beyond Borders is Professor G.T. Thong. He is the Bro Vice Chancellor of Nagaland University Kohima Merrimack campus. I take this privilege to welcome him to the podium as we all eagerly sit and wait to hear him decipher and decode the theme for the 30th NSF General Conference. Shall we all give him a huge round of applause in welcome? Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Convenor at the Compier, for making all of us stand up and stretch out so that at least I know now nobody will sleep through my speech. Thank you. Mr. Chairperson, Ilu Indang, our compeers for the program today, the honored guest, Dr. Kekre Hyome, the Honorable MLA and Advisor to the Government of Nagaland, the President, NSF, Inoke Gwahung Thong, and his esteemed colleagues, and members of all the federating units of the NSF, our gracious host, President Ramrechan Keshing and his esteemed colleagues of the Tangkhul, Katam, now Saklong, past dignitaries of the NSF, whose presence is always there for the NSF, esteemed delegates from the different organizations, NISO, the Khasi Students Union, distinguished dignitaries today, and ladies and gentlemen. The Naga Students Federation was born when large-scale geopolitical changes swept this part of the Asian continent. During the turbulent period of the Naga movement for self-determination, when Indian Army operations created havoc across the land of the Nagas, the NSF went through much hardship. Many a time, it was very difficult for the NSF to function. We hear about those problems. However, the NSF survived and has come a long way since, though broken to some extent. Broken because though we are one Naga people, we are now a divided house, being caught up in internal contradictions. When the British eventually left, there was chaos everywhere. The land of the Nagas was arbitrarily split apart and divided. Today we have some Nagas inhabiting the northeastern part of India and others the northwestern part of Myanmar. The Nagas were further separated in these countries and some divided in 4 states in India and in some self-administered zones in Myanmar. Ladies and gentlemen, today, unfortunately, divisions are continuing. But not by the old imposed political boundaries of India and Myanmar sharing
the land of the Nagas. Divisions are continuing within the Naga family, and perhaps much more rampantly and vigorously than ever before. But why? Why is the question? We have a lot of problems. Tribalism, massive egos, and intolerance are our problems today. These negative, self-destructive traits have become the hallmark of our present generation. We appear to have left our souls behind, somewhere in our past, with our leaders and elders who left us midway to continue this long, arduous journey into the unknown. Giving up personal interest and respecting the general interest of the Nagas is a must today if we are to survive as a people, if our generation is to go forward. We also have to give our future generation a world they can call their own, a world they will be proud of. The Pan-Naga idea today flourishes from a sense of unity. Nagas without borders. It encompasses the various Naga tribes scattered in India and Myanmar. The longing of many conscious Nagas today is to integrate our people. It is for this reason that the Naga leaders and intellectuals have been actively and constantly encouraging Naga interest in their shared identity and ancestry. Our leaders of the past, with their extremely limited education and the bigger handicap of travel and communication, dreamed of one Naga nation. Their desire was to unite the Nagas, the various ethnic groups of a common origin, and they did a wonderful job. With all our high quality education and modern conveniences, we have only managed to destroy whatever they built for us. Their legacy in our care today is in its death throes. We, each one of us, have our own beliefs, our own political ideologies, and our own reasons for whatever we do. But we should never betray the deep Naga longing for one Naga. One day we hope to fulfill our ancestors' dream for us of Nagas without borders. We can start now by building solidarity beyond borders. Believe me, two individuals, even with diametrically differing opinions, can live together in peace and perfect harmony if there is tolerance. Reason, tolerance, and love are the ingredients that we Nagas sorely lack today. These are the ingredients we so desperately need. We desperately need these ingredients to breathe, to live, to love, and grow together as one. However, unfortunately, lack of reason and intolerance are today causing much more divisions amongst us. Add to this hatred, born out of sheer intolerance. As long as we have the holier-than-thou attitude, we can never grow forward. Our journey towards Naga unity,
across imposed borders has been very thorny. During the course of time, through this long voyage, suspicion and intolerance grew to gargantuan proportions, causing hatred. Hatred naturally begets violence. We have become very violent, which is openly there for all to see. Violence today is our way of setting things right. That's from our own oral perspective. But in reality, it is getting even. Violence is meant for settling scores, or simply out of spite, or for revenge. Who are we to take revenge for whatever reason, to satisfy our self-righteousness? The Lord Almighty in Romans, the 12th chapter of Romans, verse 19, tells us, vengeance is mine. Let's leave our pain to Him. Otherwise, by brother killing brother, we, of an extremely tiny nation in this wide, uncaring world, have no future at all. Ladies and gentlemen, the Global NAGA Forum, during a solidarity walk in the very recent past, insisted on an immediate peaceful resolution of the Indo-NAGA political problem. The GNF also laid emphasis on an undivided ancestral homeland comprising all NAGA territories. Today, why do we cry for NAGA solidarity? Because the NAGA family is breaking apart from stresses generated within and from stresses generated from outside. The NAGA family is socially and emotionally separated from one another and politically divided by borders, which is causing us to grow farther apart. We are being denied our peoplehood and forced to forget our ancestry and common destiny. Solidarity should be our commitment to strengthen the NAGA community and promote a just society. Solidarity for us should also include our mutual desire to care for our people with concern for justice, no matter where they are, beyond borders. Only solidarity can help us respect each other's differing needs. Only solidarity will allow us to understand each other's circumstances in life. Those of us who are suffering, are in need, deserve help from those of us lucky ones whom life has been kind to. This should be the basic principle of our lives. Solidarity, in the true sense, should help mediate between communities and individuals, which can lead to better unity in NAGA society today. If we are to survive as a people and live in dignity as dreamed by our forebears, and if we are to leave a legacy behind for our children, the generations after us, we need to respond today positively. We have to be the example of solidarity beyond borders. As aptly put by the Forum for NAGA Reconciliation a few days back, we must vigilantly guard against erection of walls of our own. If someday, somehow, we can have one organization of one mind, comprising members of all the Nagas across all borders, we can surely destroy all the walls of our own creation. Together, in unity, the Nagas can achieve very great things. A divided house will not get us anywhere or anything, except suffering. The FNR tried its best to reconcile the several Naga factions which are divided along tribal lines or factional loyalties with total disregard for our common origin. The fragmented Naga society today is neck-deep in internecine strife, which directly opposes the larger Naga identity. How many more lives do we have to sacrifice to realize our folly? Recently, it was really heartwarming to note that the Myanmar Naga festival that marked the beginning of the new year brought together thousands of people from various Naga communities from across all borders. These people witnessed the installing of the victory symbolic pole and reaffirmed their dedication to unity and oneness. This festival brings the Nagas of two countries, the people sharing the same history, under one roof every year to integrate as the family they are. It is truly a coming of a people of the same lineage and culture, though divided by international and state boundaries. This festival has come to epitomize the slogan, Nagas without borders. It tells us that the Nagas can be one in solidarity beyond borders, despite the numerous social, political, and economic problems. The NSF today, a pan-Naga organization, holds true to its manifesto. Besides students' affairs, it is also concerned for solidarity beyond borders. Ladies and gentlemen, let us together ensure this legacy of the NSF for the Naga family lives forever. Long live the NSF. Long live the Nagas. Koknalem.
Thank you so much, G.D. Thong, Professor G.D. Thong, for your insightful deciphering of the theme, Solidarity Beyond Borders. Now I give the time to our chairperson, who graciously gave us the honor to conduct today's inaugural session, which he is supposed to do, but for now, he will do the concluding remarks. Ino Ilu Indang, the former General Secretary of the Naga Students Federation.
Thank you, compeers. We have sat for quite some time now, and I'm sure many must be hungry. Therefore, for want of time, I would quickly wind up the session. We take this